Good morning, everybody. It's Joey with J&G Electric. We're at a home in Northwest DC today installing a car charger. A lot of times people have no idea what really is involved in getting either a car charger or, let's say, a hot tub circuit or running any type of a dedicated circuit when your basement area where your electrical panel is here. This house actually has two main breaker panels as well as a generator panel with a transfer switch. So there's many different shapes and sizes of electrical panels. The key thing is you have to have a spare space to be able to put a breaker in. So if you need 120 volt, it would be one space. If you need 240 volts, it would be two spaces. So as you can see, there are multiple spaces that we can add into this panel. If the panel cover is not off and it's on, if you see these little indicators here, these are called panel blanks, and this tells you that most likely you have some spare space inside your electrical panel. And when you're looking at adding an electrical circuit or anything to your home when the house is finished, as you can see, this is a basement, so you have drywall, you have a bulkhead over there, you have recessed lighting. Over to here, there's an access panel. You may see something like this in your basement with a removable door. Okay, and the reason for that is there's a shutoff valve up there for a hose bib. If you come around this corner here, there's an access cover that used to be installed. An access cover will look like this. That's removable. So as you can see, this is a hallway in the basement, leaving from the electric room, workout room, whatever the room may be in someone's home. And you can see there's drywall on the walls, the ceilings, there's finished bathrooms, playrooms. And as you come around, you have like an access area over here where hot water heaters may be. This sometimes can be a good access point if we're looking at doing possibly recessed lighting to get up into the ceiling if we were working in this type of an area. However, what we're trying to do is get through this wall here to end up in that corner there to get the wire installed. My original plan was that we would go out where the electrical panel is, set a junction box and run PVC pipe. When Darwin got here, he saw another way that we could save a little bit of pipe work. Now we're trying to see, can we get into this main room and eliminate the pipe work? So we don't know what we're going to be able to do, but as you continue to follow us with this video, you will learn as well. So we're on the exterior of the home right now, just trying to get the lay of the land where everything is. If you look down in here through this window well, you can see that that's that basement area where the electrical panels are. Over here is the electrical meter. This is a 400 amp electrical meter. It's much larger than a standard house meter. So here's the house meter. If you follow me, come around the corner to the house. This is the corner of the house, and as you can see, there was an addition built because this is the original roof pitch line up there on that little curve. But this is all an addition. And here are many different items that are coming from the basement, coming to the exterior, that we'll be able to use as a vantage point to have an idea of where everything is in relation. What we're going to do next is measure the corner of the house to the crawl space so we know exactly where we are, because we're going to have to drill from the outside in or the inside out, whichever way we decide. But we're going to be coming out somewhere in here is what we're thinking, probably behind one of these air conditioners. This is another item that we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for a water pipe, a drain pipe, and some UF cables. You can see the 3 different items that are penetrating the house and going into that crawl space. Our goal is to get a conduit from the inside of the house to the outside of the house to the exterior. We're going to run this conduit on top of that white band board, most likely, which is going to line up with this concrete footer that sits on the old original stone wall foundation. Our conduit is going to run straight across on this step, straight across and down to the corner of the house. And the conduit pipe is gray in color, so it'll blend in with what you see with the flagstone. Then it's just going to run right across here. There's going to be a disconnect switch and a Juicebox charger for the customer's new car. Because a patch is a patch, right? Do you want to go up? Okay, so we got a ductwork. Okay, while we're here, do we want to try to push the fish rod down there to see if we're going to be able to get it across, or did you leave the fish rod in the wall?
It's in the wall.
Looks like drywall. I'd try and go right into the corner, cut here with your razor knife, and see if you can just pull it away. Because there's a lot of wires there, you know. Let me see your razor knife, darling. Take the razor knife and just squirt straight down. Go right into this corner, squirt straight down, and squirt really well. And then put your screwdriver in here and try and pop it. Okay, so this was a lot more difficult than normal because this is drywall, but directly above the drywall is plywood. Haven't run across that in quite a while. I think they did it because there's an air conditioning duct up above, and it has something to do with possibly condensation and the actual drywall going bad. But what we had to do is bring it down in between here using multiple fish rods. Much more difficult than anticipated. So we're back at the exterior of the house. This is the actual vehicle charger. It's called a Juicebox. So it kind of looks like a gas pump per se. You could just think of it like that. The handle just comes off. It has a cord. The cord's 25 feet long. And generally that will work for just about most applications for vehicle chargers. We basically have about an 18-foot run. The vehicle's going to be backed in here, and it's on the passenger side rear. So that should work out well for the customer. You need to have a service disconnect mounted right next to your vehicle charger. So if you have to work on the charger, you can disconnect the power without having to go down to the electrical service box, the main panel box for your house. So what we're going to do is we're going to use 3/4 inch PVC conduit coming out of this disconnect box. It's going to be running straight across. And this can all be painted at a later date to match the color of the house. So basically we've gotten the conduit ran, as you can see, from the disconnect switch back to the junction box that's back onto there, that corner there where the fence is. This is the type of wire that's actually being fed through the conduit. It's individual electrical conductors, 2 number 8s and a number 10. That's good for a 50 amp circuit. This is Darwin. Say hi to the camera, Darwin. Hi. My #1 guy. Take a picture of you, Cindy. Turn it around. Cindy, yeah, peace out, all that good stuff. So we ran the conduit all the way to here, and this is what we call a transition point. This is where we bring the house wire to the exterior to a junction box. Everything's going to get spliced and put inside here. This is where we actually came through the crawl space of the house and came out with the conduit with our wire, and we sleeved it in the 3/4 inch PVC conduit for protection. Easy does it, right? That's the whole thing. That's a car charger in one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for viewing. Be sure to subscribe. Bye now.